Gamhoi-sam.
Action. Hi.
Hi.
Today we have a guest.
Hello.
And how should we introduce you?
我唔知。
你唔知？你有個名㗎嘛？
冇啊。
有啦，樂祥。
啊？係
樂
咩？
祥。Yes。係啦。So he's Rashon or
overlook.
overlook. That's the 全名. That's the full name. Tell me about your background in Chinese.
Okay, let's see. I started learning Chinese through one course in college. Then I lived in Taiwan for 9 months studying Chinese. Then I came back to America. Then I moved to Hong Kong for 2 years for a job. Oh yeah, I have a master's in East Asian Studies too. Forgot that. So.
Titles. Yay!
Yay! 開心.
好開心啊. So you know both Mandarin and Cantonese?
You could say that.
Could say that.
Yeah, I can understand more than I can say.
Can you read pretty well?
Yeah, I can read most of the characters, I think. Yeah, newspaper level maybe.
Wow, well that's a lot of characters already.
Yeah.
Jeez. But traditional Chinese, right?
Yeah, traditional Chinese.
What do you think about simplified Chinese?
It's it doesn't look as elegant as all my teachers in Taiwan would scold me about.
If you use any simplified Chinese.
Yeah, it's also easier to remember because it's so complicated.
Oh, you think it's easier?
Yeah.
Actually?
There's like a logic to it.
Right, because it's like a logogram, right?
Yeah, there's like this picture represents this and this word means this sound, but simplified kind of takes that away.
Right.
Yeah, and I think simplified is only 500 characters are simplified about.
Oh, out of like
all of
thousands
them? Yeah, so if you need 3,000 to read a newspaper, it doesn't make it that much easier.
Oh, so you might as well learn the traditional, which is easier to memorize in some ways. So that's a legit point. We are going to talk about particularly the modal particles today. It was only the intro episode because there's like so many in Cantonese.
That means I have to come back?
Maybe. He's like, I quit. I didn't sign up for this. So what is a modal particle? Well, in terms of Chinese, it is a word that indicates the mood and attitude. Pretty much like seasoning in your food. It gives it a certain flavor.
You can just throw it on anything. You know, you just add it to your food and then it gives it that flavor. And it's almost necessary. So you don't add salt and everything.
It's like weird.
Yeah, weird, bland. You're like, what are you doing? This is like borderline basic ingredient.
Yes, basic ingredient of Cantonese. So essential, you would say?
Yeah, essential.
Essential to learning Cantonese. You can't go without modal particles learning Cantonese.
It's very important.
Very important. Not only to speak it, but like to listen to the tone of the person saying if they're being sarcastic or whatever.
Yeah, it's very expressive. It can also, I feel like, obscure the meaning, like on purpose.
Right.
Yeah,
just
like
to make it softer.
You can help you leave it to interpretation.
Right.
And then the other person's left to interpret it. Because a lot of things in, say, English is very, or at least like our standard high-level English is very direct. Cantonese is a lot like different versions of slang English, is when you'll say like an idiom or phrase and someone can take it many different ways. But you'll understand the meaning, but not that much has to be said. Only just little extra sounds.
Is there something similar in English?
Maybe not. Usually we just translate it into very vague language. Haime is like what? Or is it like that? Or you don't say. So I guess there's no like true...
So you use different phrases or words to create like a different mood.
Yeah. Chinese, it can just be that one word and you add another sound at the end to change the entire mood of the sentence. In English, you can inflect the word like what? Or what? Like,
right, the intonation.
Mandarin doesn't have as many. I think the way Taiwanese people speak, they add more than in the Mandarin on the mainland.
Yeah.
There's a lot of doya or shuo.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah. Taiwanese Mandarin would have more modal particles
Yeah.
used commonly
Yeah.
than like mainland Chinese. And like how did you first learn it? Was it really confusing for you to learn it at first?
It seems pretty simple because it just means you have to learn less words and you just learn all the particles and you just add
them.
Yeah.
Right. Instead of like knowing all these other variations of saying what
Yeah.
in English. So when you first went to Hong Kong, I guess is it then that you realized there's so many more in Cantonese?
Yeah, or I would always hear additional things. There'd be like, there's hi, like yes. But then people will always add like a little like hello. And I'm like, what's that mean?
What's that?
Or hai la. I worked in an office with mostly Cantonese people. And my desk is closest to the door. So I got the most, I guess, shrapnel of loose Cantonese that come by. And I could never understand the difference. There's so many like different particles. And I had one coworker, he explained like, oh, there's la, and then there's like another la, and you have to be very careful. And I was like, oh, so I like looked it up.
Where'd you look it up?
Some website, I think it had like an entire list, maybe like 40.
Oh my goodness.
But then I couldn't really distinguish them, so I kind of gave up and it just kind of seeped in. And sometimes people would talk to me in English, but then they would respond with a Jaime. And I was like, what's Jaime? Yeah, so you build it up after a number of experiences.
Right.
You know
what situation that was used.
Yeah, like oh, this person used high wool. And so like you have to compare the high wool situation. Haiya,
Haiya,
Jaime,
Jaime,
high wool,
Haiwo,
high bowl.
Haibo.
Which I'm not sure what's the
What
difference.
the difference?
There's
Not really that much difference.
Haiga,
Haiga,
Hailo,
hello,
uh,
Haize,
Haize. Is there more?
Aho.
Aho.
Yeah, have you heard of that? Hayaho.
I think I've heard of that in Mandarin. I don't know if it's this. I usually hear people say hall, like doi hall.
Oh,
and it's like
in Taiwanese Mandarin, yes.
Like isn't
agree
it
with me?
Yeah,
Yes.
isn't it right? Like, come on, yeah, you know.
Yeah. It's the same thing
Yeah.
in Cantonese too. Ho,
Hall.
ho, like hayaho.
Yeah.
It's like a compound modal particle, like aho, or lo ho, like hai lo ho.
Oh, that's difficult.
Yeah,
That's
so it's
like the Street Fighter combo.
there's a simple modal particle, which is like one character, and then there is the compound one, which is like, you probably hear a lot of it, like gala,
Gala.
game,
Game. That's a new one.
gama,
Haigam Young Gama.
ama, hayama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's a classic.
like, no way, hayama. But that's a compound. I guess we won't get into that just yet.
Usually I
Next time.
just stare at their faces and guess it.